Hey, we're going to jump right in today and start talking about the convergence strategy of the convergent quadrant strategy about supersizing your business. This is from Jamie Cross, and she calls it Mastering the Convergence Quadrant Method. Optimize your offers before you ever start building your funnel. And Jamie grew up on a farm, so her strategy, which is incredibly detailed, and I'm going to encourage you to go to the Facebook group 30 Days Supersize Challenge so that you can read and go through her entire detailed step-by-step plan. Since she grew up as a farm girl, she breaks it into and compares it to farming. You have to prepare the soil, you have to plant, you have to harvest and produce, and then the tools and the team that you need to put together to make farming or make your business happen. Jamie's in e-commerce, means she has a real physical product, and she is actually a manufacturer and a formulator, kind of like a farmer, because she goes out and harvests herbs and things. And so she's going to create a product that uses her unique skills, and that's where the convergent quadrant comes into play. The convergent quadrant is all about analyzing your unique skills, knowledge, passions, and experiences. You brainstorm a list in each of those 4 areas, and then you take a look at that list and you ask yourself specific questions like, what do people want? Based on what I could provide, what do people want? What problems can I uniquely solve for people that they would be willing and able to pay me for? Because if people aren't willing and able to pay you for a solution, there's no point in providing and creating that solution, right? So Jamie heavily bases her initial start on this strategy, getting super duper clear and focused on what it is that she can provide to people. She also uses the quadrant then, and she checks in with herself. She has a morning and a night routine, which I love, but she checks in with herself to say, how do I feel about this? If I provide this solution for people, am I feeling energized and excited about this? Because then she knows that that's the right direction that she should go. I took more notes on her plan than on anyone else's, so I'm going to really just briefly run through them so I don't go over time. But she's going to also ID a market, a specific market like everybody else, and she's going to work and create something specifically for that market, because that allows her to study and understand their pain points. Each group of people on the planet has different pain points, and the way you are successful in your business and your strategy is by speaking to and solving a specific problem for a specific group of people. Jamie talks about that a lot. She's got so many pearls of wisdom in this that I took all of these notes. Part of what she talks about, and I love the way she compares it to her life growing up on the farm, and how there's key components of farming that are also important in building a business because they are very, very similar. She also does some really unique things that other people don't do in terms of how she researches and decides what product she's going to create. She goes to and finds out what's already selling, because since she's got a short time period, she wants to make sure that she hits a home run right out of the park by offering something that people are already buying. She also goes to review sites and she reads all the reviews after she decides on a category. She actually picked 2 different possible products, researched them both, and studied to find out, and read reviews, because she said reviews are like key performance indicators. They tell you exactly what people like and don't like, so you know what you can do to create your unique positioning in that market. She does a 30-day outline. She shares her Trello boards and her tools with us, the things that she loves. She tells us the exact Trello boards to create. And a Trello is just a free tool that everybody can access to organize and plan your projects. And when you're manufacturing something, if you're a manufacturer like I was, there's a lot more things to take into consideration than just marketing and sales. So she actually creates Trello cards for administration, customer service, Dream 100, our affiliates or, joint ventures, fulfillment, funnels, that's how she's going to market the product, manufacturing, marketing, research and development, social, and content creation. She talks a lot about the content that she would create for her plan. She is the only one I've seen talk about having a paid Facebook private group for her clan or her team or her tribe. And I find that fascinating. She would actually personally invite 50 people to join that group and use them kind of as research and development and as testers for her product. So she would send out samples to 10 of those people that she engages with the most and get testimonials and stories from them about what the product did for them so she can use that later on in her marketing. She's going to create a perfect webinar, but just a 5-minute perfect webinar, but with all of the components of a perfect webinar, the one big domino, the one big problem that her product or service solves for the customer, the 3 false beliefs that they have. She's going to speak to all of those in a 5-minute version of the perfect webinar. And instead of doing what's called the stack slide, where she shares her offer over and over and over again, she's just going to create scarcity and urgency for her offer. And that's why she's able to do it in 5 minutes. She also talks a lot about how she would do her social media and how she would roll that out. The Facebook Live she would do, what she would do, the topics she would talk about. With respect to her niche and industry, she would talk about pain points, solutions to problems, her routine, what she's doing, why she's doing it, so people would get to know, like, and trust her and want to buy her product and do business with her. She talks a lot about how she would design the exact look and feel into her product and her packaging, and what she calls the case candy is all the descriptions on the product packaging to answer people's questions, meet their needs, speak to them in their own language, and in the brand imagery that she wants to convey as a premium brand that she's producing. She talks about creating a minimum viable product and the importance of that, getting something out there fast, because action creates clarity and the universe loves speed. So she's going to get something out there quickly and easily, knowing she's going to continuously improve it down the line. Overall, an incredible strategy. She talks about how she would journal every night and think about the things she's grateful for and about the lessons that she's learning each day. She talks about her ad strategy, how she would use her Facebook Lives to then be ads for promoting the product. She talks about that she would have 3 or 4 upsells. She would have an order bump that's really unique and special. All she does is sells for $3.95 as an order bump, a cut in line offer. So it doesn't add any more cost. It makes people feel good about being able to get their product dealt with however long they normally deal with it in a first come, first serve basis. So it's just a cut in line strategy. Love that. But all in all, an amazing strategy. I want to encourage you to go to 30 Days Supersize challenge page and read her detailed plan, because there's something for everyone in this plan that you can learn from and take from it. Our action item today is to actually do this convergent quadrant on yourself and on your business. Do a quick, and not so quick, maybe inventory of your skills, your knowledge, your passions, and your experience. And then ask yourself, how are we uniquely solving a problem that no one else in our business or our niche is solving for our ideal customer? That is your action item for today. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about Dan Henry's unique approach strategy. So you want to join us for that. Have an awesome day. I will see you tomorrow. Pajama Grandma out. Bye.